Hi, friends, and a most pleasant good morning to you wherever you may be. Welcome inside Premier Orthopaedics IceWorks in Aston, Pennsylvania. Home of the Philadelphia Little Flyers youth, girls, and junior programs. And today, we turn our attention to the defending USA Hockey National Champions, the U16 Black Philadelphia Little Flyers girls team, who kicked off their Mid-Atlantic Women's Hockey Association season in victorious fashion yesterday with a 7-2 win over the New Jersey Devils youth program. The Union Thunder making their second trip to IceWorks this season after they came here to beat the Little Flyers Orange squad by a tally of 5-3 at their opening game in September. Union looking to get back in the win column after dropping a pair of decisions to the New Jersey Devils 5-0 and the Little Flyers Orange team 4-0 before today's return to Delaware County, Pennsylvania. James Witherite joining you from the 412 Communications press box on this Sunday morning. And a Chamber of Commerce type day here in Aston, Pennsylvania. Crisp air, clear skies, and a great day for hockey as we kick off a Sunday triple header here on the Delaware Hockey Network. The University of Delaware ACHA Men's Division I team will be in action later today at 2:30 start against North Carolina State. And then the Division III Blue Hens squaring off against Newman. That's at 5:30. But our attention right here for this 16U girls matchup between Philadelphia and Union. At a solid start to the season for the Little Flyers yesterday. Emily Sullivan with 2 of the team's 7 goals. Jessa Hay, Naomi Friedemann, Alana Bellin, Chelsea Lodge, and Stella Delisio finding the back of the net as well against New Jersey up at the Barnabas Health Center Pavilion in North Jersey yesterday. And Sailor McGroarty registered 23 saves on 25 shots in the Little Flyers' 7-2 win to kick off the season. They look to improve to 2-0 on this Sunday morning. Union looking to get back to the 500 mark, and we'll have it all for you here on the Delaware Hockey Network, which is brought to you all season long by the law office of Heather A. Long. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the opening puck drop.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com. Broadcast to social, print to digital, coast to coast, remote or on site. 412 Communications has the solution to bridge your team with your audience. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With over 10 years of treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. With clinics in Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more. There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Back inside Premier Orthopaedics IceWorks, Union, Philadelphia, set to go for a Sunday morning matchup just outside Philadelphia. James Witherite joining you from the 412 Communications press box. Jordan Hirsch helping us out behind the scenes on camera duty, and a little bit later on in the season, we'll get to hear Jordan for a game or two. Very capable commentator for Scholastic American football, basketball, other pursuits. And by George, we're going to get him some reps calling hockey this winter too. So we thank Mr. Hirsch for being part of the 412 crew this season. A happy and welcome addition, to say the least. And it's go time in Delco for the Little Flyers and the Thunder. Grace Bytoff in to take the opening draw across from Alexis Sanford in Union black, blue, and white. Philadelphia in their home whites, black yolks, black numbers on the back, orange trim, moving right to left. The way that Jordan Hirsch shows us on this Sunday morning. Bytoff leaves the puck. Back inside her own line to Boland. Emily Sullivan, who had 2 goals and an assist yesterday at Jersey. Dipsy doodling through traffic, slowed up on the welcome mat by the reaching stick of Lana Gonzalez. The Thunder work clear. Emily Bieber carries the puck to center. A Bytoff stick check forces her to dump the puck in, and the Flyers recover. Sullivan confronted by Sturkio. Couldn't get past center red. Madison Cortez walking in. She had 2 goals in Union's 5-3 win over the Little Flyers orange team last month. Her first shot this time to no avail. Second shot of the game came from the far corner. And it was covered up by Pirio Smith, making her first start of the season for an easy save. New centers on, Sturkio and Smith taking the draw to the right of Smith. Haley Smith, the center. Pirio Smith handling net-minding duty after Sailor McGroarty registered 23 saves yesterday. And the Little Flyers with a quick end-to-end attack. Draw first blood, and it was Haley Smith lighting the lamp behind McGraw. Just 85 seconds into the first period. Let's watch it again. .125 into the first period. Haley Smith scoring her first goal of the season. Assist from Delicio and Hay to give Philadelphia the early advantage. Gonzalez and Hay battle for the puck, and that battle migrates just inside the Union line. It was muscled free by Lauro. Bytoff recovers for the Flyers, and she accelerates up the right wing boards into a 1-on-2. Shot, stick checked off its intended line. Recovered by the Thunder. Pressed up the near side by Sydney Montez. Taken away from her by Orth. Bytoff couldn't work through the middle. Orth at the right dots. Sets up a 3-on-3 attack. Her shot from distance. Into McGraw's pads and directed to the far corner. Orth gets some support in the puck battle as Lila Winata sweeps in. Winata stripped of the puck and playing the carom shot. In behind the Union goal up the near side was Lauro. She's got the puck back, advanced to Baldoni. This tied up in the near corner of the Union zone. Puck battle obscured from our view, breaks up. Casacion trying to center to Marzocco. Couldn't get stick on puck. Marzocco taking aim from in close. Off a centering pass from Winata, denied by McGraw. Battle for the rebound ends up at the near half boards. Bytoff tried to center, nobody home in the high slot. Bieber trying to chip the puck free up the left wing boards, but it goes into the Union bench area and out of play. So the resulting faceoff will remain in Thunder territory. The ladies in black trailing 1-0. Thanks to Philadelphia's Haley Smith lighting the lamp 1 minute and 25 seconds into the first period. Off a textbook 3-on-1 attack and a cross-slot pass from Stella Delicio to make it happen. Osborne in neutral territory turns the puck over to Bieber. Bieber fans on the puck initially, trying to work it up the left wing boards into Philadelphia territory. She gets it there the second time, but gave it away. Here's Emily Sullivan looking for number 3 on the season. Instead, a drop pass to Alana Bellin, who couldn't connect on the welcome mat. Fourth Philadelphia shot goes the way of Allison McGraw, coming up with her third save. We're 4 minutes in to this 1-0 contest. Little Flyers with the advantage early. Sullivan stonewalled at the blue line. Flyers dump in from neutral ice. Baldoni could not clear. Osborne kept the zone airtight at the near point. Delayed penalty coming up against Union. Working the point is Kaylee Boland. Thunder touch up. A hook signaled with 12:29 to go in the first. And for the first time today, the Philadelphia Little Flyers will head to the Delaware Sports Medicine Power Play. Learn more about Dr. Brad Bly's offerings for athletes of all ages and abilities to promote health and wellness and to help you achieve personal best and lead a healthier lifestyle go to desportsmed.com. So Alexa Sanford was the guilty party, getting rung up for hooking at 4:31. Sullivan kicks the puck to Osborne, shot from the top of the slot. Into the McGraw glove, and she holds for the pause in action. So the penalty was assessed at 4 minutes 31 seconds. Minute 44 left on the minor. That time didn't make it onto the center ice clock. So referee Jim Maxwell briefing everybody on to when the expiration of the penalty should be. Bytoff trying to feed the puck to Boland. Boland in pursuit of the puck got tied up with Maxwell. And this ends up back at the Philadelphia blue line where Sullivan recovers and sets up a 2-on-2 re-entry. Drop pass to Osborne. Shot from the top of the left circle. Right into the glove of Allison McGraw, who holds for a pause in play with 11:47 to go in opening period action. 1:18 remaining on this Delaware Sports Medicine power play for the Little Flyers. Fresh legs on for the Philadelphia side. And Haley Smith, the lone goal scorer to this point, wins the draw. She gets the puck back from Lodge. Shot was blocked by Alvarez. Delicio works this up the right wing boards. Friedemann holding the point for Philadelphia. Here's a cross slot pass and a one-timer from Haley Smith, but she topped the puck at the left dot, and it skitters into the near corner where Alana Bellin maintains possession and control for Philadelphia. Bellin back out to the flat. Shot was blocked. Follow-up chance came from Delicio, but it was high and wide. 45 seconds remaining on this Philadelphia power play. And Haley Smith strikes again. A wrist shot from 20 feet. Gives the Flyers their second. They score on the Delaware Sports Medicine power play. Watching it again here on the 4-1-2 Communications Instant Replay. An absolute rifle from the dot. Giving Philadelphia their second, giving Haley Smith her second. And just as quickly, the Little Flyers are back on the offensive. Bytoff's centering pass was broken up by Gap. Lodge held center point to protect the zone. Winata digs the puck free from below the cage. She leaves it back to Friedemann at the right point. Shot in traffic was blocked and subsequently cleared by the Thunder. Lauro bats the puck through neutral territory, and the Thunder will change up. Winata, the recipient of a breakout pass up the left wing boards, trying to catch the Thunder in the midst of a change. She carries into the near corner of the Union zone. A fresh quartet of Flyers join her, and wow, Orth from the left point took aim. To just over 7 minutes in the contest, make this 3-0 Philly. Mariella Orth. All the way from the blue route. Getting one past McGraw to make this a 3-0 contest. So 2 for Haley Smith, 1 for Mariella Orth. Winata with the helper. And we've got a puck out of play. If you've been injured on the job or in a car accident, you know just how challenging and overwhelming the recovery process can be. And that's why having a trusted and caring representative by your side is essential to help you navigate the complex world of workers' compensation and personal injury. The law office of Heather A. Long will guide you through every step of the process, from filing your claim to representing you in hearings and appeals. Schedule your free consultation. Call 302-466-5664. That's Long. Or visit injuryde.com. Flyers right back on the offensive. They've outshot Union 9-1 to this point in the game. Casacion winding up off the centering feed from Sullivan. McGraw squared up for and made the save. Another net front chance, Emily Sullivan off the feed from Bellin. Denied on the doorstep, she pulls back, she winds up, and she scores second time round. Emily Sullivan potting her 3rd of the year, making this 4-1, and we're just 8 minutes and a tick in. 4-0, I should say. Seeing it again, Sullivan, after getting her own rebound from in close, walks to the top of the left circle and goes top shelf on McGraw to make this a 4-0 game. Osborne holds the zone off the failed Union clear from Alvarez up the near wall. Emma Alvarez deep in Union territory, tried to clear a second time. Osborne did well to protect the point. Grace Bytoff works her way to the top of the slot. Long shot was blocked amid heavy net front traffic. Loro muscles the puck away, but she can't carom it clear. Osborne steps up to the half wall to keep play deep in Union territory as we near the 9-minute mark of the first period of this 4-0 hockey game. Osborne center point. Ricochets this off the near wall. To Delicio. In low is Jessa Hay, but her backhand was wide. Hay double teamed behind the net, protects the puck off the rebound. This is cycled to Boland, holding the right point. Centering pass, Osborne couldn't control the puck. Off the feed from Hay out of the corner. It's taken away by Natalie Gap, and she clears. The Thunder change. And the Flyers are back in their own zone. Stretch pass sent by Boland to Hay, who gained the center line before directing the puck into the Union end. So enough there to avoid the icing. Gonzalez coming back the other way. Could not make the pass up the left wing boards to Bieber. This driven deep by Lila Winata. Puck tied up behind the cage. Winata with some help now from Alexis Marzocco. Gonzalez tries to muscle the puck away from her control. It's taken instead by Sanford, played behind the net, and now it will be carried up the right side out of the Union zone by Mia Berg. Diagonal breakout pass to Bieber, directing the puck into the far corner of the Philadelphia end. And Bieber was out hustled by the back-checking Kaylee Boland, trying to get things going from right to left again as we work to the 10.5-minute mark of the first period. Philadelphia with a 4-0 lead over Union from Premier Orthopaedics IceWorks in Aston, Pennsylvania. Bytoff could not enter the zone. She was slowed up by the reaching stick of Bieber right at the blue line. Second time works out. Odd woman rush for the Flyers. Centering pass. Bellin on the doorstep. Off the Bytoff centering feed to no avail. Lodge protected. Sullivan wound up from the hash marks. Her shot was high and wide off the back glass. And Lodge is back to center to recover for Philadelphia. Friedemann behind her own net, plays the puck toward Lodge near side, who is met by the forechecking pressure of Madison Cortez. Cortez scrapping for the puck. As we remember from last month, Madison Cortez wearing number 67 for Union, accounting for 2 of their 5 goals. She had an assist as well. 2-on-2, Philadelphia counterattack. And 1 for the thumb for the Little Flyers as the tandem of Alana Bellin and Emily Sullivan strike with 5:26 to go in the first period. And this is going to go the way of Alana Bellin for her 2nd goal of the year. Seeing it again on the 4-1-2 Communications instant replay. Bellin from Sullivan. At 11:34. Giving the Flyers their 5th. In the meantime, a flurry of activity in the Flyer zone. A couple rapid fire saves from Pirio Smith. And now Jessa Hay leads the breakout. Here's a 2-on-2. Delicio steered wide by Gonzalez. Leaves this to Gasacion at the point. Thrown off the backboards, trying to steer the puck away was Allison McGraw. McGraw's faced 15 shots so far in the first period. She's saved 10. There's 11 for 16. Off the long chance from Mariella Orth at the top of the right circle. Delicio protecting the zone but outnumbered. Drop pass on a one-timer from Baitoff from deep. That shot went wide, and the Thunder clear thanks to Lana Gonzalez up the left wing boards. Union change. Orth, centering pass. Baitoff ran out of real estate net front after bobbling the puck. Bieber will take this away, but she doesn't clear. Crossing to the right point and stepping up about 15 feet is Osborne to hold the zone for the Flyers. Final 4 minutes in what has been a one-sided first period. Flyers establishing an early lead and drilling Allison McGraw with vulcanized rubber from the word go. 16 shots, accounting for 5 goals to this point. 2 from Smith, 1 from Orth, 1 from Sullivan, and the most recent of them coming from Alana Bellin at the 11:34 mark of the first period. Just under 4 minutes remaining in the first. And Alexis Sanford carries the puck up the right side. Half more feet of space on either wing for these ladies to make use of on this international size sheet of ice at Premier Orthopaedics IceWorks. A lot more open ice, lending itself to a game that favors speed, skating, and skill. More so than usual as the Alexis Marzocco shot is turned aside by Allison McGraw for save number 12. Osborne off the D-to-D pass from Boland. Throws the puck into the Union zone. It's paddled by McGraw to the far corner. Here's Kira Sturkio walking past center before Sullivan tied her up and forced the giveaway. Pass was intended for Violet Baldoni on the near side, but it didn't connect, and the Flyers will set up out of their zone. Emily Sullivan up the middle. Drop pass to Smith, top of the near circle. Tried to run the gauntlet, but Cortez tied her up but failed to clear. Osborne from the point, back to Sullivan. Osborne, Sullivan again working the corner near side. Slowed up by Berg. The pass to Baitoff, crashing the top of the right circle, did not connect. Traffic down in front as we enter the final 2 minutes of the first period. And trying to muscle the puck free, Cortez failed in that endeavor. It comes back deeper in Union territory where Mia Berg winds up. She sends the puck the length of the ice. Thunder will change. Smith out of the crease. Plays the puck on. And now Grace Bytoff near side will play it off the boards beyond the reach of Jessa Hay. So a breakout pass gone awry from this Philadelphia Little Flyers squad, which has made very few tactical mistakes in the first 15 and a half minutes of the contest. Cortez tried to draw Delicio out of position, but Stella Delicio in the neutral zone managed to get the puck back for the Flyers. Here she clears it over the boards and out of play with 1:12 to go in the first period. And we'll have a neutral zone face-off coming up. Make a truly all-American meal the centerpiece of your next team event or special occasion. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky in nearby Claymont, Delaware will cater your next group event, offering pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken on a daily basis, along with a variety of sauces and sides sure to please any appetite. Visit Sid's at Suite C26 in the Tri-State Industrial Center on Ridge Road in Claymont. Open Monday through Saturday for takeaway lunch, or to place a catering order, call 302-439-4937 or visit sidsbbqandjerky.com. Winata, wow. Marched into the top of the left circle, picked her corner, and beat McGraw glove side to make this game 6-0 with just under a minute remaining in the first. Seeing it again, Winata through neutral territory. Steps up as far as the dot. And roofs one behind McGraw. To get her first of the season and increase the Flyers' lead to 6-0. Friedemann and Baldoni migrate up the near wall into Philadelphia territory. Flyers clears. Sullivan looked like she was going to head a 2-on-2, but Marzocco heads off for a change. So Sullivan's all alone behind the Union goal. Now the reinforcements come in. She caroms the puck up the right wall to Bellin. Holding the point is Gasacion. Centering feed to Bytoff. Shot from Orth. Goes up over the glass and out of play, and that's going to do it for the first period from Premier Orthopaedics IceWorks. 17 minutes in the books. Phillies 6, Union 0. We'll be right back on the Delaware Hockey Network, brought to you by Heather A. Long.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With over 10 years of treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. With clinics in Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
It's time for the second period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
So what from our vantage point looked like a puck deflected out of play, right as the first period came to its conclusion, was indeed ruled in the back of the net instead, so it's 7-0 through the first 17 minutes. A Philadelphia tour de force on this Sunday morning. Teams change ends for period number 2. And off we go in the second. Casacion surrounded by black sweaters. Worked the puck down low. Orth held the point. From the far side, she threw the puck down beneath the cage again. Hay and Gonzalez. Scrap for the vulcanized rubber. Jenik could not work it clear. Casacion holds the point. She caroms the puck in low. Hay in the far corner. Fed it up to Orth at the point again. Hay tried to chip the puck beyond the reach of Gonzalez. Flyers lose the zone. Orth at center recovers. No icing to contend with. As back to play the puck was Berg, deep in Union territory. 70 seconds gone in the second period. Philadelphia up 7-0. Through one, outshot Union 19-4 in the opening frame. This puck is out of play. The face-off will stay inside. With 1 minute and 28 elapsed in period number 2. Face-off to the right of Allison McGraw, who recorded a dozen saves in the first period. Although admittedly 7-0 looks more like an Eagles score than a Flyers score at this point. Whether the hometown favorites on the gridiron can replicate this little Flyers performance, so far anyway, will remain to be seen until this afternoon. Emma Alvarez throws the puck off the near boards back as far as center. Breakout pass intended for Gap didn't connect. Boland comes barreling back into the Union end. She circles behind the net and now works to the top of the slot. Giving way to a Sidney Montez poke check at the top of the slot, but the Flyers protect. Montez swarmed in the far corner by Haley Smith. Could not clear the zone for Union. Here a shot coming from Sullivan in search of her second of the day. Unable to get past Allison McGraw. Smith tied up again in the far corner, gets some support from Sullivan. Addison Lauro takes the puck. Back for the Thunder, but she fails to clear. Smith winding up. Third goal of the morning for Haley Smith. She completes the hat trick, and the Flyers extend their lead to 8-0. Here it is again, a Haley Smith solo shot. Carrying the puck from the far corner to the top of the slot. And letting it go from 35 feet past McGraw. for an 8-0 Philadelphia lead. Friedemann from the right point. Hay couldn't redirect on the doorstep. Delicio protecting, coming to the top of the left circle where she's double teamed by Bieber and Sanford and forced to turn the puck over. Friedemann back to Hay. Walking in up the right wing boards. Hay couldn't cleanly get through traffic despite support from Stella Delicio. Friedemann just inside her line. Could not connect with Hay. And after icing was waved off, the Flyers work a piecemeal changing of the guard. Orth could not cleanly hold the zone. Walking in for Union was Kira Sturkio. She's stripped of the puck by Gabriela Gasacion. And this is worked up the left wing boards by Marzocco to Winata and now to Smith looking for her fourth. She's steered behind the net by Alvarez. Puck ends up in the far corner, still on the stick of Haley Smith. Winata looking for a way to the cage. Marzocco on the doorstep. Could not jam the puck past McGraw, who covers for a pause in play with 5 minutes and 3 seconds elapsed in the second period. Of this 8-0 hockey game. Sullivan sets up Gasacion, who opens fire from the top of the slot, and it's now 9-0. There it was again. Gabriela Gasacion from Sullivan, who's got her third point of the day. Gasacion with her first goal of the season. Coming 5:14 into the second period. The Little Flyers lead now standing at 9. This is an icing against Philadelphia. Just over 5.5 minutes behind us in the second period as Jessa Hay chips the puck up the left wing boards as far as center. And now Gonzalez pressed inside her blue line by Delicio, recovering for the Thunder. The pass to Jenik connected, but Boland recovered just inside the Philadelphia line. Forechecking pressure from Cortez, forcing the giveaway. Cortez lost the puck at the Philadelphia blue line. Delicio brings it back to center. Madison Cortez recovering. Osborne steers the puck away from the reach of Jenik. Hay could not clear. Boland pulls back. Finds Delicio on the breakout, who advances the puck further to Jessa Hay, skating into a 1-on-3 as she gains the Union blue line. Hay looking for space to operate. Under pressure from the corner, sets up Boland at the half wall. Shot in traffic was blocked. Montez could not clear. Boland held the point. This shot turned to the far side where Haley Smith had room to operate, but she was steered out of her intended shot lane by Addison Loro, number 43 in Union Black. Thunder clear. Pirio Smith plays the puck on, no icing. It's like those unwritten rules in baseball that anyone who's been around that game for a long time has gotten to know. And when leading 9-0, for the goalie to play the puck on in what otherwise would be an imminent icing. Just reminiscent of not stealing in the 7th inning with a how many run lead or bunting to break up a no-hitter. So a healthy respect for the game being shown by these little Flyers. And contrary to popular belief, still a ways away from the final countdown as the sounds of Europe come blaring across the PA system here at IceWorks. And a cross check against Lila Wanata will give the Union Thunder their first power play opportunity of the morning. This penalty kill could be brought to you by, well, you. Sponsorship opportunities are available here on the Delaware Hockey Network. To learn more, email mjr@412communications.com. Bellin stole the puck and tried to walk it to center, where Gonzalez recovered for the Thunder but couldn't feed to Bieber up the near wall. Sullivan tried to split defenders upon gaining the Union line. Sullivan joined now on this penalty kill by Gasacion, Bellin, and Orth. Sullivan beat 2. Gonzalez caught up to her at the blue line and angled her to the far corner, well out of the intended shot lane. Puck is tied up now, just above the ice resurfacer entry, with a minute remaining on the Wanata cross-checking minor. This battle finally breaks away. Here's Gasacion off the feed from Delicio. McGraw up with the save, holds on for the pause with 7:40 to go in the second period, and Philadelphia leading 9-0 over Union. So a change of netminders. Coming 26-20 into the game. As Allison McGraw is retired with 9 goals against on 23 total shots. And Amelia Rattleman takes her place. 0-1-0 on the year with a .353 goals against average and a save percentage of .862. Aggressive penalty kill from this Philadelphia side. Hay past Cortez. Tried to steer the puck beyond the reach of Mia Berg below the goal, but it was taken away by Sturkio. Failed clearing attempt from Cortez. Berg to Cortez again. Cross ice pass out of the zone beyond the reach of Jenik, recovered by the other number 11, Grace Bytoff for Philadelphia, who are back to full strength with 6:35 to go in the second period and a comfy, cozy 9-0 lead. Bytoff leaves this to the top of the zone, and Boland. Thrown in from the corner to no avail. This puck cleared nearly out from traffic before Osborne held the zone, walked in for a shot from 15 feet, turned aside by Rattleman. Bytoff's shot from the top of the zone, nearly pickpocketed. Montez and Bytoff meet in the near corner to contest a rebounding puck. It goes the way of the Thunder in a game where little has gone their way. Cortez clears and heads off for a change. Here's Sullivan off the long feed from Boland. In alone off the post. Had to cross over to the backhand to gain control of the puck, but just ran out of room to jam it home for the 10th Philadelphia goal. Here's Lauro, 3-on-2. She fired a cross-ice pass well beyond the reach of Avery Mayo. It ends up in the far corner. Holding the zone is Alvarez off the failed Philadelphia clear, but she is stripped of the puck, and it ends up back deep in the Union zone. Icing waved off. Inside 5 minutes to go in the second period. Philadelphia with a dominant 9-0 lead over Union in the first of 4 meetings between these two teams this season. Boland steamrolls her way back into the Union zone. She circles behind the net. Gonzalez offering the defensive pressure and ultimately disrupting a shot from just above the right dot. Here's Hay. Below the net again. Turning a tight circle in the far corner. Trying to set up Bytoff to no avail. Alvarez muscled the puck away. Long clear sent in. Studied by Pirio Smith. Yet to see a shot on goal here in the second period as the Little Flyers continue their domination of, well, just about every element of this contest through the first 30 minutes and 1 second of it. Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. So how do you get your voice above the fray? 412 Communications has myriad solutions to build bridges between your brand and your clientele, between your team and your fans, ranging from broadcast to social, print to digital, and so much more. Want to know more? Of course you do. Head to 412communications.com today. That got a smirk from Mr. Hirsch. And that's hard to do. Berg could not clear. Marzocco drives the puck in deep again, now on the stick of Winata. Winata swarmed in the near corner. Cycles to Haley Smith. Casacion holding the point, double team. This is pushed back beyond center where Mariella Orth recovers for the Flyers. Final 3 in the first period. Orth up the left side to Marzocco. Outnumbered in Union territory, she's steered by Berg to the far corner. Montez again plays the puck up the far side. Orth to Sullivan. On the doorstep was Bellin. Shot bothered, follow-up chance from Casacion deeper in the zone. Was turned aside by Rattleman. 3 saves on 3 shots so far for the Thunder's second netminder. Bieber pokes the puck back into the Philadelphia zone, sending Casacion chasing and enabling the Thunder to get some fresh legs on. Just over 2 minutes remaining in the second period of a 9-0 hockey game. Little Flyers the advantage over the Thunder. Again, this their first of 4 meetings this season in Mawa competition. Cortez centering pass. The shot from Sturkio was popped up in the air. Puck is loose, and now it's covered by Smith for a pause in play with 1 minute and 43 seconds to go in the second period. First shot on goal registered by the Thunder here in the middle frame, and Pirio Smith, who's not had much opportunity to get into any sort of a rhythm, freezes for the pause, and the face-off comes to her left. Sturkio gets stick-on puck over Smith to win the attacking zone draw, but Boland pulls back behind her net for Philadelphia. Boland slowed up at the blue line, trying to carry the puck out of her own zone. Osborne will try up the near wall. Gonzalez just held the point, despite being swarmed by Smith and Delisio. This given away. Boland again failing to clear. Gonzalez scraps to maintain position for the Thunder near side. She dumps in behind the cage again. Smith will bring this up the left wing boards. The other 67, Madison Cortez, offering resistance. Hay, I thought she was going to clear it there, but ultimately to no avail, was holding the line was Sturkio. Alvarez steps in from the dot, gets a shot away from distance. Squaring up for the save was Pirio Smith. Final 40 in the second period. Philly 9, Union 0 from IceWorks. Chipping away on the doorstep, Janik could not get the puck past Pirio Smith from in close. Delisio now clears. Here's a Hay breakaway. She ran out of space net front. She turns, centering pass to Delisio, trailing the play. The one-timer was off its mark. Final 3 seconds of the period will tick away with Gonzalez unable to make anything happen. And with 34 minutes behind us, the Philadelphia Little Flyers head to the second intermission, leading Union 9-0. This is the Delaware Hockey Network, and it's brought to you by the Law Office of Heather A. Law.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning. And Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
It's time for the third period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
34 minutes behind us. Philadelphia Little Flyers with a commanding 9-0 lead over the Union Thunder in their first of 4 meetings this season. Little Flyers fans, this 16U AA Black team will be back in action on the Delaware Hockey Network 3 more times through the course of the 2025-26 season. Mark your calendars for December 14th against the New Jersey Devils Youth, December 20th against the New Jersey Bandits, and January 25th against the New Jersey Colonials. Full broadcast schedule, as always, available at DelawareHockeyNetwork.com. Ready for period number 3. Marzocco and Sanford in for the draw on a fast break right off the rip for the Flyers. Grace Bytoff tried to cut toward the Union net to no avail as she gets stood up at the blue line. Winata looking for space, uses Marzocco as a screen to gain the zone up the far dashers. She's angled to the far corner by Gonzalez. Puck is tied up, recovered by Marzocco, taken away from her by Emily Bieber in Union Black. This is Mia Berg. Gaining center. No icing. She lets the puck go right at the center line. Friedemann recovering for the Flyers. Violet Baldoni swarming, offering forechecking pressure alongside Bieber for the Union side. Marzocco could not clear. Fanning on the puck was Gonzalez. And the battle for the vulcanized rubber ends up migrating into neutral territory. A minute into the third period. Lodge to Smith. She's got 3 on the day. Centering pass to Bellin. And Rattleman comes up with the save with a minute and 18 seconds elapsed in this third period. Face-off coming to the left of Amelia Rattleman, who's faced 5 shots on goal in relief and has saved all of them. Bellin wound up from close. Didn't have the line as that puck was deflected behind the net. Here's Sullivan crossing to the mid-slot, taking aim. Rattleman with the pad save. Orth tries to protect the left point for Philadelphia. After Lauro failed to clear, she does. And she walks in to give the Flyers their 10th. Mariella Orth with her second of the day. And here it is again. Orth all alone with this one. Stick side 203. Into period number 3. So 3 from Smith, 2 from Orth. Multiple points from Sullivan and Winata as well. In a 10-0 rout in the works by the defending USA Hockey National Champions. Alvarez's shot from the right point was wide. This is Delicio. Dropping the puck back to Osborne, coming into the left half wall. She gets it low. Delicio trying to cut toward the cage. Slowed up by a poke check from Sydney Montez, hanging close to home for the Thunder. Jenick clears. Cortez couldn't reel the puck in. She's stood up by Gabrielle Osborne, who's going to go off for a rough. Game management call there by and large by Jim Maxwell. as we've now gone to a running clock. Different scenario, different story. You could make a case for that being a 50-50 puck battle, but wow. Friedemann from downtown makes this an 11-0 hockey game with that shorthanded goal. Let's see it again on the 412 Communications instant replay. Drop pass from Wanata. Who's in for 3 points now. Setting up Friedemann's second of the season. And now making this 11-0. Bieber couldn't work her way from the point through net front traffic. Friedemann clears. A reminder of some changes in the USA Hockey rulebook implemented this season. Delayed offside and icing on penalty kills now legal in the U16 and up age brackets. After 4 years without them, those elements have been reinstated in the older age groups as these players prepare for collegiate hockey. We've got a too many players on the ice call. At least that's what we thought. And Natalie Gapp is going to serve it. Putting the little Flyers back on the Delaware Sports Medicine power play for only the second time this morning. Whether you're a competitive athlete like these ladies or a weekend warrior like me, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes alike, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Learn more about his new membership program to help you achieve peak performance at desportsmed.com. 9 and change to go. Orth leaves this to Casacion, stepping up from the dot. Shot blocked in net front traffic by Alvarez. Follow up on the welcome mat is in for a 12th Philadelphia goal. And we'll give you another look at it right now. There's the shot. Puck is loose in front. And it was Alana Bellin driving home her second of the year. Sullivan and Casacion getting credit for the helpers. So a 4-point day for Emily Sullivan so far, 1 goal and 3 assists. In a 12-0 contest, which has entered its final 8 minutes. Osborne could not handle the puck cleanly in the high slot. She's pressed back into neutral territory. Seven and a half minutes remaining from Premier Orthopaedics IceWorks. Bytoff back in her zone. Breakout pass finds Bolin. Time and space and a wrist shot wide. Hay tied up behind the net by Gonzalez. Puck ends up caroming to the near half wall where Madison Cortez clears. Osborne recovers. Bytoff gains center before the dump and change gets some fresh Flyers on with just under 7 minutes to go. Baldoni tied up by pressure from Lila Winata at center. Smith circles behind her own goal. Looking to add to the hat trick. Got tripped up on her way to center. Here, a game management no call is really no effect, no benefit. At this point to a power play, especially if a scoring opportunity wasn't taken away. And at that point, there was no imminent scoring opportunity, so play on, they say. We don't talk about it explicitly, but there is quite a bit of nuance to hockey officiating that is far less cut and dry than what we see in American football, basketball, other sports. There's almost a nuance to it, a lot like officiating soccer. In that everything seems to be a judgment call. Is there an advantage gained or taken away? And that being the determining factor more than anything else. Delayed offside against the Little Flyers. And this is touched in the zone while the delayed offside was in effect. So we'll come back above the Thunder blue line with 4 minutes and 56 seconds to go. Bytoff and Lauro take the draw. Won by the Flyers. Orth to Sullivan up the left side into the zone. Bytoff marked in the slot by Gap. Couldn't get a shot away cleanly. This puck now cycled to Sullivan. Taken away by Natalie Gap. And she will walk this up the left wing boards. Sullivan puts the pressure on her at center. Forces the turnover. And Gassacion will play the puck back up the right wing wall toward Alana Bellin, looking for a third goal on the morning. Lauro through traffic. Slowed up at the line by Bytoff. Puck was in close. Trying to jam it home on the doorstep for the Union Thunder was Avery Mayo, but to no avail, surrounded by white, black, and orange. Final 4 from Philly. Flyers 12, Thunder 0. Here's Sturkio carrying the puck through traffic. Gassacion steered her behind the net. Centering pass led to a pair of rapid-fire shots from Seeger Jenick, both denied by Pirio Smith. Hay the other way. Rings the puck behind the net around to the far half wall, and Kaylee Boland. She was stripped of the puck trying to cut through the slot. Sturkio Gets it back to neutral territory for the Thunder. Hay on the re-entry. Pass to Smith just inside the line. Too hot for her to handle. Jenik recovers in front of her own bench, but she turns it over in neutral territory to Jessa Hay. Hay floats this off the near corner boards. Osborne picks it up off the Sturkio failed clearing attempt. Boland at the far dot. Off the backboards to Delicio. Flyers playing a fair bit behind the cage. Poor chance from the right point, and Boland opens the door for a 3-on-2 for the Thunder. But a timing error in their entry for Sturkio to put on the brakes and wait for Cortez to tag up. That gave the Flyers enough of a window to apply heavier pressure and force the turnover in neutral ice. Osborne leaves this back to Lodge. Taken away by Bieber at center. Ricocheted off the far boards right in front of the Philadelphia bench, and Naomi Friedeman's going to pull back a little bit into her own zone before letting the puck go up the right wing boards. This is poked forward by Grace Bytoff, yet to record a point today. Baldoni slowed up by Winata. Marzocco could not drive in to the Thunder zone. This comes back as far as the Philadelphia blue line. Friedeman dumps the puck in. Berg met by Smith, who's got a hat trick so far. For the Little Flyers, we come to the final 75. Lodge from the near corner to Smith down low. She tried to feed to Winata at the point, who muscles the puck away from Baldoni. Marzocco with a hard shot from the top of the slot just off its mark. We're down to the final 50 seconds from Premier Orthopaedics IceWorks. Rattleman up with the save, and she hangs on for the pause. Likely the final face-off of the game. Coming to the left of Amelia Rattleman, who allowed 3 goals on 8 shots in relief. And the Philadelphia Little Flyers are going to coast their way to a 12-0 win over the Union Thunder in their first of 4 meetings this season. Nine Little Flyers players with their names on the score sheet. A hat trick from Haley Smith with 2 rapid-fire goals to kickstart the Little Flyers in the first period on their way to this commanding win over the Thunder. Little Flyers improving to 2-0-0 on the season, outscoring their Mahwah opponents 19-2 to this point. And the Union Thunder fall to 1-3 on the year. A look at the 3 stars of the game presented by Sid's Barbecue and Jerky. Haley Smith, first star honors thanks to her hat trick. Emily Sullivan, second star with a goal and 3 assists. Alana Bellin, third star with a pair of goals. Again, these Little Flyers will be back on the Delaware Hockey Network on December 14th. Taking on the New Jersey Devils Youth at 3:15 p.m. And then again on December 20th against the New Jersey Bandits and January 25th against the New Jersey Colonials. For Jordan Hirsch, for Molly Jo Rosen, Broadway Joe Sidoni, Trey Wright, Eli Swope, and the rest of the crew, this is James Witherite saying thank you for your company. The Delaware Hockey Network is a copyrighted production of 412 Communications LLC, all rights reserved. Once again, this morning's final score, Philadelphia Little Flyers 12, Union Thunder 0. We'll be back this afternoon at 2:30 with University of Delaware Blue Hens ACHA Men's Division I hockey as the Hens take on the Ice Pack of North Carolina State University in the second half of a weekend set. Until then, James Witherite signing off from Premier Orthopaedics IceWorks, Philadelphia 12, Union 0 in this MAWA 16 AA matchup. Thanks for joining us on the Delaware Hockey Network, brought to you by the Law Office of Heather A. Long.